Alright, I would like to make this note here. It's important. I do not believe these arguments unanimously prove my point. But I believe there's essentially been enough holes poked in the conservative, or as I will now call it, anti-homosexuality view, for now on just anti and pro. I believe there's been enough holes poked in their side that it is now more or less up to us to decide what we're going to believe. Now, this does not mean that just because we come to a reasonable conclusion that it's right. In the end, one side or the other is going to be right. I just believe it is the pro side. At least for now. Hey, I used to be anti, who knows? I might discover something that changes my mind. And I intend on telling you. But I hope not, because through these realizations, I became closer to God. I feel closer to Him now. Because I no longer have to ask, excuse me, why don't you like homosexuality? I believe He's indifferent to it now. So, I did have that video. I'm keeping it up, both as a little bit of to show where I come from, as well as what I believe, how I believe an anti should approach things. So if you're still anti by the end of this, go to the video. You don't have to. I can't force you. But I believe it'd be right, and heck, I get paid. I'm not gonna lie to you. All but one video on my channel is monetized, and I just don't want to delete that video. But I happen to mention a certain popular hip-hop song by a certain Korean rap artist. So then, I like the video enough I don't want to delete it, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was doing some form of copyright infringement. So, the basis of my arguments, is God is a loving, logical God. I can almost feel the militant atheist bashing on the door. I can almost hear it. And also militant, anti-Christian in general, but yes, I know, there have been many smitings in the Bible, and there are some things God said that just straight done make sense. But if nothing else, would not homosexuality be one of your top on the list? Now, I know that doesn't mean that was all that was on the list, but if nothing else, well, I'd like to take this moment. Yes, I know of the whole marry the rapist thing. I know of it. Alright, there. I don't get it. I just kind of assume it was that we're not living under it anymore, much in the same way with polygamy. It was a tool he was using at the time. He didn't want to use it, but he was using it. I cannot completely understand it without asking him, but seeing as I do not believe we live under it anymore, I am more than willing to, okay, maybe not more than willing to, but I'm willing to bury the hatchet with that and move on with my life. If nothing else, over the euphoria that I have discovered in believing God doesn't hate homosexuality. I would like it noted, I am straight. I like boobies. Boobies. They're full of men's hopes and dreams, and lesbians. But, joking aside, it has made me closer with my God. So, if nothing else, for the sake of argument, can we not at least accept it? Because if we can't, then what the heck are you even watching this video for? Alright, so with that said, let us begin in the next video. Anytime now. Cameraman, that's your cue. Oh, sorry.